Hello everyone, Kayla here, and this is What the Kink, a natural hair channel. So I know a lot of you guys are very familiar with the curly girl method. When you think of the curly girl method, what do you think of? Okay, chances are most of you probably associate the curly girl method with not using sulfates and silicones, and that's probably it, right? But there's a lot more to the curly girl method than just that. And in fact, it starts with the roots of the curly girl method. So the curly girl method was sparked by this book here. This is the Curly Girl, the Handbook, and it is written by Lorraine Massey. Yes, the same Lorraine Massey that started the Diva Shawn Salon and the Diva Curl products and all of that, who is not associated with Diva Curl anymore. I think her new product is called Curly World or something like that. But I'm sure if you look up Lorraine Massey, you should be able to find, where she is now and what she is doing. But she wrote this book. This is not the original book. This is a newer version that included type 4 hair, because the original one does not include type 4 hair. And the Curly Girl method is not only products, she also talks about techniques, and there's actually like styling routines that are recommended for the different hair types. So I felt like it would be interesting if I did a video showing you guys the recommended styling techniques that she has for type 4 hair in this book. Now, of course, most people associate her with the products, so we are going to talk about the products I am selecting for this process. So the first product that she does mention is shampoo. And I know a lot of people are like, Curly Girl method says no shampoo. She says shampoo. It's just that she is very adamant that it be sulfate-free shampoo. So that's the product with the skinniest like information part in there is the shampoo, and literally the only recommendation is that it be sulfate free shampoo. So for that I picked up, oh, the color, girl, the color. There we go. Okay, so this is the Giovanni Smoothest Silk Deep Moisture Shampoo. They slightly changed it. You guys can't tell, but they changed it to this like off-white color. Giovanni stayed changing the packaging on their stuff, and it be subtle changes, y'all. Now this is not subtle, but they be changing stuff on their packaging. Anybody else notice that? Anyway, so all she wants you to do is have sulfate-free shampoo. I purchased a separate shampoo than my regular one because of the way that we are going to use this shampoo. Is something that I have tried in the past, and it does use more shampoo than normal. So I just went ahead and got a whole nother bottle of shampoo. We'll talk about why I chose this brand in a second. Okay, so the second thing that she talks about is conditioner. Okay, the conditioner section has a little bit more of a requirement. First of all, as you guys know, it does say no silicones. Okay, then she also says that it should be a botanical conditioner. And she says that in order for it to actually be botanical, the plant-based or botanical ingredients need to at least be into the top half of the ingredients. So if you cut the ingredients list in half, the botanicals still need to be above that top part, right? And so I picked up the Smoothest Silk Deeper Moisture Conditioner that goes with the shampoo. One, because I think matching shampoo and conditioner is cute, but two, because this conditioner it does contain a couple of like what man-made type ingredients. It has water, it has cetyl alcohol and stearyl alcohol, which are fatty alcohols. So those together act, they can act as emollients in a product, because this product is not having like the natural emollients like oils and things like that. If you want natural emollients, I would recommend trying out the Petal Fresh conditioner. I used to use that like crazy. It's not locally available to me, so I would have had to order it on the internet. So and so she says it needs to have emollients. And then it does have like glycerin and like this other form of glycerin in here as well. And so those are humectants. She says that it should have humectants. The only thing that this does not have that she says is like moisturizers. And some of the moisturizers kind of overlapped with the emollients list. And she lists things like aloe vera. And I don't think there's like any aloe vera in here. I'm double checking really quick. I don't think so, because if it had aloe vera, typically they tend to put that like right at the top, right next to water, and it doesn't have anything like that. So the things that she considers to be moisturizers, I'd have to double check to to go against her list, her brief description and what's on here. But other than that, this meets all the other requirements because it has a crap ton of extracts, and they definitely are in the top half of the ingredients list. This is, I know you guys can't see it because it's white, this is the full length of the ingredients list, so about half would be right here, and there are definitely extracts and natural ingredients that are above this. So this definitely falls into the botanical conditioner realm. Now the reason I picked Giovanni for my shampoo and conditioner is because they are very locally accessible, especially if you have a health food store near you. I have been in health food stores in different states, different places, and they almost always have Giovanni products. I would also consider Giovanni to be almost lightweight, like drugstore, on the higher end of drugstore, because they tend to be $1 per ounce. And that's exactly what I paid for these. They were about $1 per ounce. They never go above that. Really drugstores, you're looking at about 50 cents an ounce, but you're not gonna get Giovanni for 50 cents an ounce. And then the last requirement that Lorraine had for the products was the gel. And the gel needed to be one that did not have alcohol and did not have silicones. That was her main requirements for gel. It really wasn't too specific. So I went ahead, and I am using something that I have because the amount that she's asking you to use is really not that much. So I went ahead and picked up my, not picked up, I already had this. I've had this a really long time actually. Y'all see it's used. But this is the, so I got distracted by the condensate. What? Is the lights that hot? Okay, anyway, this is the EcoSlay Jello shot. Y'all already know. And I have been using this in conjunction with, like, you know, a type of wash and go where I'm just glazing this over the top. So that's why I've had this so long. And this is going to be a glaze over the top type situation for this little experiment as well. So you guys have probably heard enough of me talking and giving you the premise or whatever. So we're going to go ahead and get into the actual techniques that are recommended in the Curly Girl Handbook book. So the first stage in this is what's called pre-wetting the hair. It is recommended for the type 4 hair in the book. And it does say to do this with shampoo or conditioner. And I think it's really coming from the fact that, you know, it's kind of in that Anthony Dickey vein of things where it's like condition often, shampoo sometimes. You know what I mean? Not don't ever shampoo, which is what I think a lot of people read. But yeah, I have quite a bit of shampoo here because what they want you to do is to put it over the canopy of the dry hair to pre-wet it. I have tried this before because Jennifer Rose mentions doing this on her Twitter, and she has for years. Like, it's an old recommendation of hers. The thing that I didn't like about this is I didn't feel like it really helped that much with wetting of my hair, and I think that this is typically being recommended to type 4 hair because a lot of people with type 4 hair have hair that's more likely to have an extra coating on it because of the typical hair care practices that we do with this type of hair. So honestly, I feel like once you get that coating off of your hair should be easier to wet and you shouldn't have to do this. But, you know, what do I know? I'm a person on the internet, as I like to say. I'm a person on the internet, so I really don't know. But my hair is not difficult to wet particularly, so I don't tend to like doing this method. And you're just putting it on the canopy of the hair is what she said. So I don't think it means it needs to be thoroughly throughout, and you're not trying to get the scalp covered either. So this is about what I'm going to do. And then it's supposed to help me to wet my hair faster and better. So hopefully it doesn't fog over because I tried to pre-warm the lens because that's why it fogs over if it's not warm enough. So hopefully the lens is warm enough. Hair has been thoroughly wet, and that's when she says to start putting the product on the fingertips, transfer some over to the other hand, and this is when you get the scalp. Okay, so now I'm supposed to put a apply conditioner by the palmfuls. We're gonna have to split this hair because I want to be efficient in my palmfuls and not waste product. You know, where when you apply and it doesn't get anywhere, like you're not getting coverage. I don't want that. So, yes, that's good coverage. What it's not going to do is go all the way to the root. Now that we have frosted this hair like a cake, the detangling part I was nervous about because you're supposed to put your hands under here and detangle like this. Whoo, child. So no brush is coming out for today's video. Just so you know, that's not 7 days worth of detangling. That was, I think I washed my hair like 3 days ago. So, you know, that was not a pleasant experience, but it wasn't like difficult. It's just, I knew that I could do it faster and more efficiently another way. I'm just trying to make sure I get this very back section of the hair. I feel like that's the part where people tend to like mess up with like applying product and stuff like that, or to leave it. So I'm just trying to make sure that I get it. Now, it's not recommended to remove conditioner at all from this type of hair, but I know that I just cannot have this much conditioner on my hair, especially it feels like conditioner-y and not like silky or smooth. So I'm going to go ahead and add some water. She said you can add a couple of palmfuls of water to it. So I'm definitely going to do that just to get a more slippery, slick feel. And then I'm going to do something called squeeze quenching, where I'm going to squeeze the hair and I'm looking for like a milky water conditioner stuff to come out. So this is the outside of the shower styling portion. I just did not feel like changing where the camera is and stuff. Everything's already here. Let's just stay here in this setting. So the conditioner has set on my hair the time that it took me to put these clothes on, moisturize my lips, and deodorant my arms. Like literally, that's it. So I'm gonna go in with the gel. And we going generous for the gel too, apparently. So we'll let one side down here. A little palmful type joint going on here. Okay, so I want to try to make my hair as flat as possible to distribute this gel as much as possible. Distribution, distribution, distribution. All right, and then I'm supposed to scrunch. I think the scrunching might be just for distribution because my hair type, you're not getting definition from scrunching. Like, scrunching does not increase the definition in my hair. It just doesn't. It does no such thing. So I'm just like smoothing it back down because scrunching does nothing for me. I just ain't got the scrunching type hair, I suppose. Let's flatten it out this way too for distribution. I'm not raking, which is how I normally define my hair. And I am scrunching, primarily squeezing for distribution and texture. And let's get the other side. I'm definitely using way more conditioner than I would normally use and way less gel. Another chunk. Just for reference, because I know you guys can see the conditioner in the frame, I would say that that's about 6 ounces of conditioner gone. And if you've never been to my channel before, just for reference, with all of this hair, I typically only use about 2 ounces of conditioner. Because I usually use 8-ounce conditioners, and an 8-ounce conditioner is lasting me all month. Like, I am using the heck out of an 8-ounce conditioner. But I have used what I would typically put on my hair over the course of 3 different wash days in this one wash day. But you are getting the double use because it's being used as a leave-in and as a detangler. So you're getting 2 uses in one, I guess. If you're someone who uses leave-in, which I typically don't anymore. If you're someone who uses leave-in, you're using however many ounces of your conditioner and then however many ounces of your leave-in. Everybody who complained about how long it takes to do a wash and go, this is definitely wash and go. This whole process from shampoo to whatever has been extremely quick, even though I don't count shampooing as a part of the wash and go because the wash and go is the style. When you do a twist out, you don't count the shampoo as a part of the twist out. Anyway, so now she has what you can do if you don't want volume. I don't want volume. My hair is going to have volume naturally. I have high density hair, so I'm just gonna do it back and kind of sway it like so and let it fall into place, which my hair wants to be in the center part. And that's it. Let me get it closer so the lights can like hit what it's going to look like. I fear that's going to turn into a conditioner spot when it dries, but hopefully it doesn't. Okay. And then we're going to dry it. I'm wearing black. I know someone's going to complain about the fact that I'm wearing black. And we're going to see what this looks like. Hopefully I find somewhere to dry my hair because we are painting the other room. That horrid, some of you guys have seen the horrible orange yellow that room is. Finally, my husband is painting over it so it'll be the same color as the rest of the house. Anyways, so I'll find a place to plug up my dryer so I can sit somewhere. Hold please. So of course I have thoughts on this entire process. First of all, let me let you guys see the entire 360 of what my hair looks like and how it came out. this entire process was really, really quick. I should have turned on some sort of timer or something like that, but I was focused on trying to film the video, of course. So I think that the whole process was under an hour for sure, and like probably a little over 30 minutes. So probably somewhere in that 40-45 minute range it took me to do my hair from dry and undone to wet and ready to be dried. My typical wash and go routine from beginning to end, like dry undone hair to hair that is styled and ready to be under the dryer, is typically about an hour or so. So it definitely was significantly shorter than I typically spend on my hair. And then the results. This is wearable hair. It is defined. It is hanging downward. It does have movement. And it will last a couple of days because there is for sure a cast on my hair. So it is definitely 100%. I got a viable result at the end of this. Now here are the cons. Okay, this is what I don't love. I'm really, really feeling some type of way about not getting to brush my hair this week. I really value brushing my hair with a tool because I can remove all of the shed hair, and I was unable to do that with this because it definitely is a finger detangling process. Also, I feel like my hair is a little bit more bulky and a lot less flowy. There's less movement than normal, and what I mean is like this, the hair is more of like a mass because I didn't really get the opportunity to separate it and rake through it like I normally would do. So the hair is definitely moving together. Of course, I'm very familiar with this gel, and over the days the cast is going to break off of this gel, and so some of these big clumps in my hair are going to separate off. Also, my hair is a little bit more like bulky right here, but my hair will elongate and loosen up a bit over the course of the days, which is really good. But it's just not as separated and as laid up here as it would be if I had done my normal wash and go routine. But I still think that this was fun and interesting to try, and like I said, a viable option if I were to be short on time. Oh crap, I also forgot another downside is how much conditioner I used. I used, as I said earlier, 3 times the amount of conditioner that I would normally use on my hair. When you're using a tool and you're using lots of water, it just doesn't take that much conditioner to get your hair fully detangled. And then also when I style my hair, I typically do not use any conditioner at all when I style my hair. And if I do, it is specifically a conditioner targeted towards leaving in. The world has changed so much since that book was written, so much since Lorraine was starting her salon and developing all these curly hair techniques. Now we have products that are targeted towards that. We have gels that can clump and that can hold. We have conditioners that are for leave-in. We have the sulfate-free shampoos now, so you don't have to scrap and put things together like you used to have to do in the times where the curly girl method was really incubating and developing. Now it's a different world, especially when it comes to products and techniques. We know more about techniques that we can use to get our hair done. Now, I will say that whenever I do these like experiment type videos, they do attract a lot of people that are new to me, and I get a lot of comments from people trying to help the po baby and like help me like either make that technique better or tell me how to do a wash and go or what have you. I just want to say, if you made it this far in the video, that I actually am well versed in how to do my wash and go and how to take care of my hair. I'm not in the exploratory learning, trying to figure it out phase of my regimen anymore. I know how to get a result that doesn't look like this, that is a little bit more loose and a little bit more flowy than this. Just go through my videos, you know what I mean? It's very nice. I appreciate the help that people are trying to give me in comments of these types of videos, but I don't really need it. I like the way that I do my hair. I got it down pat. It's good. Speaking of those experiment videos, I am going to link them. I have Tightly Curly, and then I also have Anthony Dickey method that I tried. Again, none of them hold a candle to just how I normally do my hair, but it's fun to try. And subscribe. I post videos every week talking about different hair topics and showing you guys different hair experiments such as this. And I will talk to you guys in the next one.